All right, everybody, welcome back with another episode of our State of Decay 2 Lethal Zone Guide. So, last episode I kind of got you guys, foot in the door, set up, however, you guys are gonna, whatever you guys are bringing in and stuff like that. I did do some research. Well, I figured something out over the past couple days. I finally got my hands on that Haven device, and if you can bring the Haven core with you into your next a lethal zone playthrough, say you got your Haven core in standard zone or dread zone or something like that, if you bring that into lethal zone with you, it will definitely make your lethal zone playthrough a lot easier. So getting your hands on that would be insane. So that is something that you could think about bringing in. But now, if you are in my position, we're day 2 or whatever. We got our Red Talon workshop. We're installing a filling machine so we can craft more fire. The one thing that we need to start focusing on is we got to make sure our resources get cleaned up a little bit. We're still a little low on certain things. And we got to make sure we get our infirmary upgraded to level 2. And another thing is I don't have any plague cures right now, but I have 6 samples. So what I'm going to do is we're going to craft up a cure, because in lethal zone, I advise you to have a cure on you, because you never know. If you get hit by a triple feral pack, it's pretty bad. So try to keep a plague cure on you. It would just make your life a lot easier.
Yo, we got a lot of pissed off people here. That needs to change fast.
All right, so we are really, really low on fuel for the amount of driving we're going to be doing. So the first 2 things I want to go out and get will be, we'll go out and get a little bit of food and a little bit of fuel. And I haven't even, actually, you know what? We could use a little bit of ammo too. So we're going to hit this ammo spot right across the bridge here. Now, I did get some gas cans last episode. So you want to be careful coming into like these tight corridors like this. You don't know if there's bloaters or screamers or anything like that. So we'll park a little short, let everything that's here come out to us. It just gives you a chance to fight out in the open, and it gives you better sight lines and stuff like that. So if you come in these tight spaces, you never know, there could be 15 zombies back here. And they all just pop in at you. So
at least it's not
there,
moving.
that's nice. Actually, we can definitely use some more bolts. Looting, light crossbow bolts or any crossbow bolts is always good because it saves you materials. They're not cheap.
Someone who'd love this.
Wow, stabilizing foam. That's free healing right there. It's kind of pointless, but because you could just use like regular healing, because it doesn't heal permanent health damage, it just heals regular health. So yeah, it might save you, but if you got a bunch of bandages and shit, it's kind of doesn't really matter. We did get an AK though. All right, not a bad haul so far. A lot of loose bullets, which you want to try to get your hands on as many loose bullets as possible, because crafting
You're carrying a bit much right now.
crafting ammo in lethal zone is very, very expensive. Like, it costs like 8 base ammo to craft like 45 7.62 rounds. It's pretty crazy. Let's just actually drop this stuff right off at base. And we'll actually grab a fuel can, because we're going to be heading up into Fairfield, which when you're at this base, Fairfield is probably your best bet for looting. It's the closest. You don't have to drive super, super far compared to if you try to go to like Spencer's Mill or... but we do eventually want to start working on Spencer's Mill, because I do want to get the trailer park base. I advise you guys to go for this base first. It is so good. And I find it better and easier to use than the Red Talon fob. Now, this fob is great if you guys do want to take advantage of the all of the Red Talon facilities that you can get from Daybreak. If you didn't bring them over yourself, we brought our own over, so we don't really need this base all that much, but it is a really, really cool base. So let's see. We're gonna push up in here. Now we gotta be careful because this is plague territory. But we're gonna push up. We're gonna get some food and some fuel. Now we can hit this gas station, and then we'll swing around and come up here and hit this swine and bovine. Let's grab that gas can. Oh yeah, so we actually didn't loot any. I thought I looted some. So we're gonna have to we'll see if we can get a gas can at the gas station. I don't want to use any of my base fuel right now. We're headed out, so we'll just get gas on the road. Now, if you guys aren't comfortable with doing that, you know, you could just craft a batch right there. But if you know you're going to a site that has fuel and it's not that far away, then yeah, you don't really have to worry about it too much.
Hey there, neighbor. Sorry to bother you, but we need some help.
Now, we have a Enclave that's asking us for some bullets. We're going to check their location.
My eyes burn. Must be a plague heart nearby.
Building up, you know, friendly relations with other Enclaves is definitely super important. So we got about 4 coming in. They might actually stop short.
I should keep searching.
And you're constantly just watching your surroundings. That's the main thing about Lethal Zone, is just reading the room. And it's a risk versus reward thing, you know what I mean? Like, is the risk going to be worth whatever you're going to get out of, you know? Like, say there was a triple feral pack here at this gas station. I need to get fuel. Probably not going to get fuel from this location, you know what I mean? It's just not worth the risk. The amount of resources I'm going to put into, you know, trying to take them out and clear this area is not worth what I'm going to get out of it. And that is what happens when you sprint towards a door. So that was a boo-boo on my behalf. I went to sneak up to the door and I sprinted through it, so. Okay, so it wasn't too bad though, only 3 zombies, so. But that could have turned really bad. There it is. So we got a fuel ruck and a fuel can. Okay, we have max stealth, so we can fast search. All right.
Is anyone out there? I could use a little help.
It's probably Hippopotamus. So, actually, right at the swine and bovine that I wanted to go loot, we have a mission over there. And this is where that Enclave is that wants bullets. Now, like I said, map knowledge is a lot of the battle with Lethal Zone. So I know, okay, these guys need bullets. I could go all the way home, grab a bag of bullets out of my own supply, and bring it up to them. But I also know there's a couple military locations sprinkled out throughout this area where I can just grab a bag from there and bring it to them. I could even stop at Chavez and possibly buy one if I wanted to, but we're not going to do that. We're going to just kind of loot this military. I think there's a military site over here somewhere, and we'll bring them the ammo. But we're going to stop here, get our food out of that location, and start that mission.
I should probably search somewhere else.
And when you're driving, you're scanning for bloaters. They're the main threat up for while you're on the road driving. Really, everything else is you could just bypass, ignore. But the bloaters, especially when they're not facing you, they kind of look like those fat plague zombies. And I've definitely smacked into one thing, and it was just a regular zombie. And
with my family, back before everything fell apart. I was a long way from home when it happened, and I've been trying to get back here ever since. I know my husband and my son are gone, but I need something, anything, to help remember them.
We have a horde moving in our direction, but we'll be able to weather it just fine.
Okay, so we just got put on a little bit of a timeline. Now, if as you guys know, you guys are experienced players.
It means a lot to me.
It,
When I was here, a lot of people were quarantined up by the reservoir in the early days. I'd go up there myself, but I'm not sure I want to see it with my own eyes.
But with this new update, not even with this new update, just in general, one of the best ways, I always like to check these because you can get energy drinks out of them. But yeah, the best way to get influence in this game now is just by doing missions. And nice, so we're pretty full up on some energy drinks. Doing missions is really, really lucrative, and doing base sieges is really lucrative. So for me, I don't want to miss this siege. I definitely want to get back home for that. So we're going to head up. We're going to do this mission really quick. Shoot down to our base. I might even grab a bag of ammo out of the base now. And we'll just replenish when we go up there. Just to save ourselves a little bit of time. But we'll see how it goes. So we got our food. We got a bag of fuel. Scanning for bloater. There's a bloater right there. And you're just scanning ahead. Now, the thing is, you're looking in the area. You're listening. Because I know I'm going to get out of my car here. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to park and get out. And there's going to be, you know, a bunch of ferals or, you know, a horde or a juggernaut or something like that. So before you pull up and get out of your car, just kind of scout. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty clear, actually. We're going to get out of here. That zombie screams, so I know that's going to draw people in. And we're kind of just keeping our eyes out to see exactly what is going to come in. Nothing, really.
Careful. I see a screamer.
Alright, so I got an infestation over here. I might as well deal with it. No, we're going to see what the... Okay, so we got two hordes here. We could combine them. Just do that. Alright, now there's just the one zombie left. We'll go take care of that. Now, that was 2 fuel bombs. Didn't have to use those. I could have just crossbowed them down or something like that, but... Alright, nice. So let's go try to find Hippopotamus. Alright, so we're going to drag these guys outside. Be ready for them to scream and call in others. And we're good. So, like I said, in Lethal Zone, be ready for every building to spawn zombies. I came in here willy-nilly, right there myself. Wasn't... Now, if I would have came in nice and... I could have probably crossbowed the zombies and wouldn't have had any issues, but... we didn't have issues anyways. We got lucky they didn't scream. But that's the main thing that's going to get you swarmed is when you allow zombies to scream. So we actually got 2 distractions there. Now, armored zombies, they love to scream. All right. So right there, the zombies weren't in here when I came in, but they spawned in, so we took a little bit of damage there. Take parts. So we're looking for Hippopotamus.
Found something.
More bolts. That is legendary. And a 40mm grenade. Not so useful. We really don't know what the hell I would use it for, but I honestly couldn't tell you when the last time I even used a grenade launcher in this game was. Alright, so it's got to be in this last location over here. We're just kind of scanning the area. Seems good. Now, there is a rare weapons case over here. Is that a bloater? Now, that is a bloater, so we're going to pop him right now. So I'm going to be going over there to loot the rare weapon case. There he is.
I think I found something. It looks like a stuffed hippo.
Oh my gosh, that's Hippo Thomas. It belonged to our son. Can you bring it to me?
You bet.
Okay, so we got a horde coming in. It sounds like, yeah, it seems like it's only like 2 zombies. Well, there might be more, actually. I see. So we're going to come up behind him. Alright, okay, so we got quite a few armored zombies. So the thing about armored zombies, like right here, this situation isn't that bad. It's 6 zombies. It's really not a big deal. But fire doesn't... you can't kill armored zombies with fire. And they really, really like to scream. So this 6 zombies could easily turn into 12, 13 plus zombies. I'm trying to see if we can find an angle. I just jumped. We actually might be able to lure them over here, these guys. Okay, not the ideal strategy, but it worked. I was going to say, we're going to try to go from this angle and see if I could just lure a couple of them. I wasn't going to do it by jumping, though.
Nice.
Oh, noodle knife. Alright, so the rare weapon case is over here on the ground. And doses of pentazine. Those are... I don't really know the use of it. It steadies your aim, but everything is so close quarters in SOD that I don't ever really notice like a moment where I would really need to steady my aim. So he's going to see me if I get in my car. See if we can get him to... We'll just take them both out. Yeah, so stealth is very, very powerful, as you guys can see in this game. I'm actually going to use that bandage. Drop that in the trunk.
I don't want to be here any longer than I have to.
Okay, so I'm going to check, see how much time we have for our base siege. 1 minute. So I don't even know if we're going to make it back in time for that. Ooh, I pushed that a little far, didn't I? And now I don't care about losing the ammo from the base siege. I want the 200 influence for that base siege. So this is where stuff gets dangerous. Now I'm like in a rush. I'm like, oh, I want to hurry up and get back to base. So I'm going to be, you know, gunning it and not paying super attention, but it's okay. I think we should be able to make it back just in a nick of time, but we're not going to kill ourselves over getting back either. You'll have these moments where, you know, stuff gets real tight time-wise like this. And, like I said, it's yeah, I want to get back, but is it worth dying over? You know what I mean?
We're not letting any of those monsters inside. Do you hear me?
So how big of a siege is this going to be? Pretty normal one. The thing that we're going to be looking out for is screamers. They changed the sieges. So you actually get a lot more screamers in the early level sieges compared to before. You didn't get them to, you were like, in the higher levels, you might get 1, but now you get like 2 screamers almost every time.
And the zombies have landed.
We're kind of just going to circle around. We want to make sure any screamers or bloaters or anything like that we take care of. Make sure they don't come to the base. Circle around the front side. I don't see any screamers back there. And the main reason why you want to look out for screamers is because they could turn a small siege into a big siege.
I hate to be that guy, but I gotta ask how that favor's coming along.
And the AI doesn't react too well to
Come more of those fuckers.
plague bloaters. So the screamers also, not only do they call in more zombies, but they will spawn in bloaters.
Stay back from the cloud.
Now, even though the siege is done, I still want to go and do a pass because sometimes the screamers and stuff will come in late.
I think we can all breathe now. Thank goodness.
We'll just give it a little, but yeah, it doesn't seem like we got any actually. It was nice. All right, so they want their ammo. We don't really have time to loot for a bag, so we're just gonna grab it out of our locker. Now it sucks though because a bag of ammo is 6 ammo resource, so it's a little pricey when you give a bag away. It's a bit pricey.
Now that I'm not dying, I guess I better find something to do.
All right, we'll drop off Hippopotamus.
Can I see what you found? Please? We gave this to Anthony when he turned 2. He called it Hippopotamus because he couldn't say hippopotamus. I really needed this. I can't even begin to thank you.
Please accept this. You've more than earned it. Sure thing.
Oh wow, that's a good trade. So,
I'll be moving on now. Being here without my family.
what the hell am I doing?
All right. Later.
This kind of
This place
really
seems clear
worked
for
out.
now.
We needed
No
to
doubt
give
about
ammo
that.
to that Enclave, and she gave us a pack of ammo, so we get to replenish our supply. All right. So again, as we're pulling up, we don't have to be super cautious because we do have other survivors here to help us. Okay, so this ain't too bad. We're only have to fight like maybe 3-4 zombies, if that.
Hey, thank you.
Nice.
See ya.
So we need materials. Can we get materials out of this place? Here it is. Yes, we
How's that
can.
hanging?
Also
Okay,
see what these
let's
guys
see what
have
you've
for
got.
sale.
Sure.
They have a bag of materials.
I guess it's better than nothing.
And some weapon remains. So, not a whole lot of great loot. We did get a bag of materials, though. We'll sell them the pentazine, the grenade, because I don't need it. I'm not going to use a grenade.
Hey, yo.
Let's see what we have here.
Sell that.
Sounds good.
We'll sell that. So I actually have 2 plague cures. Where did I get my second one from? Did that lady give me one? I think she gives you a plague cure. Maybe. I don't know where I got the second cure from. We only had one. So, we got materials. We got food. We got gas and ammo. Trunk's full. Let's get these resources back to base and reassess. Now, Trumbull Valley, guys, is such a diverse map. It's my favorite map in the game. Watch out for that bloater. I think because of the storylines and stuff like that, and just the stuff you can get from this this map, it is a super good map to play on Lethal. Now, there are some really, really dangerous areas that I advise you to stay away from initially, and that be like places like Marshall. The spawn rates in Marshall are really, really high, so staying out of that inner city where the plague walls and stuff used to be, it would be really smart, and staying away from like Tressy's missions until you're more comfortable with the difficulty. Tressy has a couple missions that are pretty rough. Now, I don't think I heard the ferals. I doubt they'll follow me this far, but I just want to check and make sure. Okay, so now really all of our stuff is above 10 except meds. Now, there was a medicine location up here in the Oasis, but this is a very dangerous area because if you look at how close these buildings are together, I enter one and then all these buildings will populate zombies, and it's a plague heart. The chances of this place lighting up like a Christmas tree is very, very high. So I'm not going to mess around with that medical place. Let's see what else we can scrounge up here. Now, this tragic medical tent probably isn't going to have meds.
The people who rescued me weren't part of the network. Had no idea who I was.
There's a bathroom right here we can hit.
Good people who
And a
saw
bathroom
me
right
in
here.
trouble and came running. We should all learn from their example, don't you think?
All right, so once again, we are at about half a tank of gas, so I'm going to have to kind of just bite the bullet and craft the craft one. It is what it is. And we'll wait till we're a little lower. I want to make sure we get all of our fuel out of that. Like I said, map knowledge, guys. Make sure you go to green zone or lower zone and just learn this map, and you'll be in a good spot. Loader on the ground. Now, this area isn't too bad. It's kind of spread out. Giant parking lot. We were just over here, so where we're going to be going, it's not like too dense. Got a decent amount of zombies over here. I see that bloater. So there's quite a few. So we're going to drive over into the parking lot. Stretch these guys out.
I should be careful of plague zombies around here.
That was a good shot. That was a better shot. Now, what we could do is actually take these guys out with the crossbow. Get ourselves potentially some more plague samples. Oh. A1. Early game like this, you always want to make sure you're hunting for plague samples. Getting a stockpile of probably about, 5 plague cures on hand at any given time is probably a good number to aim for. Okay, drag this out here. So he's gonna scream. We're gonna have company. We got. We're gonna get our fire ready and make sure our stems are on standby. Okay, so the amount of zombies that came from that weren't bad at all.
I got some news.
That's a really good
Looks like I
mission.
found just the place to look for what we need.
So that mission that just popped up is, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it is the Builder and Plunder mission. It gives you 4 bags of materials. It's so good. Anytime you get that mission, I advise you to do it.
This is going to be
There we
a
go.
good day.
So we're gonna grab this bag of meds and one more down the road. Now we have another infestation in here, so we're gonna clear that out too, because we're gonna be heading right here to get the meds. And like I told you, anytime you get an infestation that pops up, take care of it. Don't let them build up. Don't let them spread. Take care of them as soon as you possibly can. Didn't mean to hit him with the front of the car. And for those of you guys who haven't watched my new player guide, the reason why I park my car up against stuff is so the zombies don't jump on the hood. To take care of all these guys. That was a good shot. Okay, so we can't jump that because of the barbed wire, but we should be able to hop over right here. See if we can get the meds first.
Better take care of it for good.
Load. So these buildings really light up with zombies, so you always want to be careful when you're entering a building. Oh, that sounds like a good time. There's our second bag of meds. So I'm gonna drop the meds just because obviously we don't want the extra weight while we're going to take care of this infestation. Seems like they might all be outside.
That's a plague bloater.
Nope. That now you guys see how many zombies are in this area? It's ridiculous. $18 zombies in this infestation right now. So what we want to do is we want to try to get an angle to where we can hit these guys with fire and they'll run
As long
inside.
as that plague heart is nearby, I can't really secure this place.
Get them running around inside, try to spread the love. Okay, so we took out a lot of them there. Yeah, when the zombies get on fire, they tend to spaz out a little bit. Pretty sure the bloater in the back is going to be part of the infestation also. Okay, let's pop this bloater before this juggernaut gets too close. Infestation's clear. We could actually use another bag of fuel, and we're in this building. We might as well grab one. You know what I mean? So we just gotta be careful for that juggernaut.
I can smell that cloud.
Wow. How much you want to bet that builder and plunder mission is up here? I'm gonna skedat this way. Now nobody's really gonna be able to keep up with us because we're hopping the wall, so. But we got the meds. Now let's go get this builder and plunder quest squared away. I feel like it's gonna be inside of that warehouse though. Well, the one thing is we've been playing with her for a little bit, and we got to continue playing with her. So I might actually grab like a little bit of coffee and throw it in the car. If you know you're going to be on a survivor for a really long time, in this difficulty, you really can't afford to get tired because it just eats into your stamina so much. So definitely make sure you have some type, you know, whether that be an espresso or coffee, something to keep your survivor awake. Throw a little bit of gas in here. So we still haven't been able to get our hands on a sidearm yet.
Ray, it's Ruri. Alexis told me she's been trying to reach you about some problem with one of our communities in Trumbull. Is everything okay?
Thanks, Lily. Yeah, I'm taking care of it.
All right, then. You let me know if you need any help.
Okay, so
Anybody else think we weren't supposed to hear that?
let me see this. Vandalized green warehouse. So that is the building. I had a feeling it was in that building only because this is lethal zone. 3 bags of materials aren't going to generally spawn in a warehouse like that. So I had a feeling that building was the builder and plunder mission. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cancel this mission because I don't want to bring him out as a follower. That's the one thing that you're going to notice in lethal zone is followers are dangerous, especially followers from your base.
We got extra supplies. Anyone up for a trade? Come on by.
I already spawned in the materials, so I can just go back and get them. And I don't have to risk my survivor's life. And she's getting tired, so we're going to get her back on base defense. And Haas is now healed back up. We're going to take out Harry. He's our blood plague survivor. Get him in a cool outfit. He'll be shark hoodie guy. Right, and we'll grab a plague cure. Well, actually, this guy doesn't need a plague cure. He's a blood plague survivor. So, I have a 7-slot backpack. I am in a market for a bigger backpack, and we just heard something from a trader. So we're actually going to go see if they have anything we want to buy. What kind of trader is it? Ammunition trader, and it's really, really close by. I don't really need to buy anything from them. I will hit this army medical tent, but I want to see if they maybe have a sidearm or something that we could buy. I'm going to sell this foam. And we'll sell these melee weapons. Oh, actually, I might actually scrap these for parts. Yeah, we'll scrap these for parts. You got to do, you know, what's more important to you right now? Is ammo more, or is influence more important or is parts? And right now I have way more influence than I have parts. So that's why I went ahead and went with that. Now hopefully we'll be able to get a decent sidearm. I could go to the bounty broker and buy one, but they're very, very pricey, so I'm not going to go down there and spend a ton of influence on a gun, you know what I mean? So yeah, when you're running with a Blood Plague Survivor, you have a lot of room for error, especially when it comes to Blood Plague. Now, obviously, they're not immune to damage, so you got to be careful with that. But when it comes to the Plague side of the damage, you don't have to worry about anything.
We might want to think about setting up an outpost here.
Yeah? See what we can get.
Not bad, but not great either.
Alright, we might actually be able to get another gas can, which will save us future fuel. Oh, more parts, which I'm okay with also. But it doesn't look like we're going to get any of the like gun side of the loot. Mainly just miscellaneous things. Oh, maybe some loose ammo. And 12 gauge, so nothing great. Like I said, my main goal with this trader was to just sell some stuff. I think we'll probably keep those shoddy shells.
Hey there.
And we can actually loot out this house.
You interested in trading? I don't see why not.
Okay, so they don't have... He doesn't have any sidearms. He has a sighted scar, which I don't really want. We already have an AK. None of these guns interest me. The grenade launchers, guys, are not really worth it. The ammo is super expensive. Their guns they're really, really loud. Especially this one only holds one grenade at a time. So this one's like extra bad. There are some that, you know, hold 12 grenades, 6 grenades. Those ones are at least more viable. But this one I would advise you not to buy. It is so expensive. 1,000 influence and it's not even that good. But let's sell this stuff. And then we're going to loot out this house and see what else, if we can get anything else out of here that we want to sell him. Just to get us a little bit more influence. Some parts. Always going to accept parts. Hey, what's up, man? Standing there watching us? Not weird at all.
Oh, hey.
All right. So if you guys are wondering where you can find the new guns that come in the game or in Trumbull Valley, I seem to be finding them in blue duffel bags. These blue duffel bags anywhere on the map. If you see them, loot them because you got a high chance of getting those guns. Literally every...
Yo, I'm looking for an extra set of hands.
Oh.
Anyone will do.
Almost everyone I've found, I've gotten out of a blue duffel. And this is actually a sidearm, I believe. Yep. So this is an assault pistol. This is the Scorpion. My first time actually finding this gun. Nice. So it does have single fire, fully automatic. A decent gun. And it shoots, what, 9mm? Yeah, so we got a pretty decent sidearm. So, granted, we didn't have to buy one. We found one for free, but we got one, and that's all that matters. Now, obviously, it's not suppressed. So so we don't want to shoot that at all. But the crossbow we have makes it so we don't really have to depend on sidearms all that much. You can actually engage ferals, hordes with this crossbow because it has the rapid fire.
This spot's all tapped out.
Yeah, let's sell
You ready to do
Dwayne
this?
here this,
Why not?
that, and I might actually keep these seeds. No, we'll sell them. We can get more seeds later. All right, so we were able to scrape up a decent amount of influence. We got a sidearm without a suppressor, but we got a sidearm. I can craft a sidearm or a suppressor when we get home. I think I might even already have one on one of my guns. I gotta go check. Let me see. Is there anything else?
Here's a bunch of stuff I scavenged.
Okay, so we got the Brewer's mission. Screamer. How the hell is that lit up? Let's see where the survivor is.
Please send help. Please.
I'm headed your way. Time me.
Okay, so I might go rescue them really quick.
Damn, we should have hit this place a while ago.
And other than that, this trader he has ammo, but I don't really need to buy bags of ammo right now. I don't advise you to buy bags of anything unless you really, really need it. Because, well, I don't advise you to buy them in the beginning of the map just because there's so much loot on the map that, like, why would you spend influence for something that you can just, you know, go out and get relatively easy? But once you start getting to the point where you're scraping the bottom of the barrel of the map, which doesn't take very long in lethal, at that point, yes, start buying stuff. But in the early game, there's so many areas you can go to get resources that you don't really have to buy them. So these are the drunk people, the people that make alcohol. They're a good enclave to
2 seconds in plague territory, and I'm already sweating.
fully recruit. So we're gonna cut across the basketball court here. The bloater down there. Use that to pull zombies that way.
I'm almost there.
Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of zombies. And I don't have fire on me? Now, when you're holding a zombie, your allies can one-hit it.
I need a break.
Okay.
Time to catch my breath.
Oh, that dude came out of nowhere. Okay, so that got a little messy. Good shot. Okay, so the area seems pretty clear. We do got that Brogan sport over there we can get eventually. But as I was... Jesus, dude. It's like every time I try to go do something, this mission just
Let's get your ass home.
keeps trying to kill me.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
So they live right here. That's not bad. It's right on the way home. They're in a good spot for us to utilize them as an enclave. All right. So this should be your focus for your first couple days in Lethal Zone. Just worry about getting your resources, stable. You don't got to be up in the 20s. Just get up, above 10, 15 range with your resources. Get a couple enclaves set up around the map, do missions, and just kind of slow build influence. You don't have to push plague hearts. You don't have to go super ham right off the bat. Just do the slow build and take your time.
Well, I'll be damned. You made it back. There's gin in the back if you need a little hair of the dog.
Jin. Whew, that's twice today somebody saved my life.
All right, Brandon.
Thank you. You have no idea.
Hey there. Come on in and stay safe.
We got a little bit of inventory, so I'm just gonna grab what I can out of this thing.
Better than nothing.
Let's head out. This is a fuel spot right here, isn't it? Nice. Why won't it show up on a map, though? So there's no icon on the map for this fuel spot. So I'm going to loot it out just because I think I might have enough space, hopefully. Maybe not. We'll see. I mean, you're talking 5 lootables here. Gas can. So take note of this spot. Right up the road from that starter base. There's fuel here. Fuel here. Maybe even fuel in that warehouse. And then you have a huge fuel spot over here, plus a gas station. So this whole left side right here, tons of fuel. Starting to get dark out. So not as... Damn it.
Sounds like they made me.
Tapped it with my finger. I was like, oh, let me get a little boost. Just a little bitty boost. No, you could fast search, but be willing to accept the consequences of doing it. I don't advise you to do it. But like I said, you know yourself and your abilities better than I do.
Yeah, I got no room for that.
I wish we had a freaking another 8-slot backpack. That'd be really nice. So we're able to get quite a few gas cans. Wow, no fuel ruck though. But that's okay. I honestly, I'll accept the gas cans, you know. We already have a decent amount of base fuel. Getting 4 gas cans is pretty good. Because that's equivalent to 8 base fuel. Because each gas can is worth 2 fuel resource. So the fact that we just got 4 gas cans definitely worth it. There we go. So, like I said, today was more of a day of just focusing on getting some simple things done, like resources.
Anybody mind if I take a little personal time?
Oh,
My brother worked as a cop in this town, but I haven't seen him since the outbreak.
We could definitely use more people with tactical training. See what you can find.
Yeah, I gotta focus on getting my own shit done.
All right, so we'll see if that pops up again next episode. But yes, this episode, like I said, was more about just kind of hanging out, taking your time, building up your resources. Because like right now, our resources aren't amazing. You know what I mean? They're decent, though. We have decent resource numbers. We could probably use a little bit more food, a little bit more fuel. But other than that, I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm pressed to go out and get resources right now. We're doing decent on influence, and we're starting to build up relationships with enclaves. This enclave is probably going to ask us for something soon, which is going to make them an ally. We got the brewers here that we're going to be able to work with. I might actually cancel their enclave project depending on how good their skills are and break that enclave down and recruit them all. And we also have these guys up here that we're working with that are going to probably become allies. So far, we're doing pretty decent. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope you guys are learning a little bit of something. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.